Welcome back to About a Week Ago. I'm Calvin Evans.
I'm T. Murph.
And this is, as you know, the show about shit that happened a week ago.
About a week ago.
Now, usually we kick the show off. We always start out with a little shoe dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is it? Is it on me? Is it on you?
I think it's on you.
It's on me. Oh,
I think it's on you.
Oh man, let's see what I got here. Now, you know, I like to go into the archives
Ha ha.
or the archives, as some people.
You went digging
I
into the
went digging.
chives.
Come on.
I remember that box.
We know this box. We know
remember
this
that
box.
box.
Oh man, what do we have here? We got the original tag. But I got the sticker. I would show you the. Come on. Original OG Air Jordan 16s. OG, I got
with the glove still on it.
with the glove, the love with the glove. Look at that. I think the receipt somewhere in there too. Now, what prompted me to break these out was last time I brought the 17s, and I was like, man, that's like a dope shoe. And then this shoe was kind of like the precursor to that. You know, it got the gator and everything on that. But I was just like, man, like the real sneakerheads had an appreciation for like those Jordans after 13.
Yeah.
The 14, 15, 16, 17. So I remember like this shoe was, I remember the commercial with Mary J. Blige, all the time. And Jordan walked into the gym kind of like, hey, y'all, this y'all game now.
Yeah.
But this was that shoe for me where I was like, oh, man. I was like, you know, what happens after Jordan finished playing the game? And this was that shoe. So I just want to kind of pay homage to the true sneakerheads. Shout out to all the resellers that it fell off and it's crippling their families. This particular shoe is for all the people that were sneakerheads. And was like, man, I remember hooping in those when I was in high school or college. It's just a cool shoe and it's something different, and you know, the continuation of the legacy.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's an amazing shoe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michael Jordan. He pulled up on Mary J. Blige way before he actually groped that ass. Never forget that. Mike grabbed Mary whole ass
At the All-Star game.
Yes, he did.
At the All-Star, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get some of that. Come on, you remember what we did. You remember what we did back in the day.
But you know, I mean, now that we're talking about it, I see you broke them out.
Yeah.
That's nice and all that.
Oh shit, man.
So what
That
I did was
was very supportive and dismissive at the same
because
time.
I rock with that, man. I
Yeah,
rock with that.
yeah.
So what I decided to do was, you know, I decided to break out something that I ain't even, you know, I got a lot of shit I've never even put toes in.
Hey, man.
Never
come
even
on.
put toes in.
Hoarder.
And
I
man,
got you.
if you will, maybe a little hoardish, you know. But I decided to break out these trophy room fives, man. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah. Have you ever even seen these in person, man?
I have, actually.
You have?
I
Okay.
have. I remember the trophy rooms files. I'll let you talk on it.
Yeah.
Then we can get to
Yeah,
reminiscence.
you know,
Tell me about it.
They dropped two pairs of these, so you know they got the general release right here, and then they had the friends and family. You know, the friends and family actually had opportunity to grab them. I didn't. They were sitting on StockX, and I was looking. I was like, I ain't gonna, not yet.
Yeah.
And whenever you say not yet, that price always skyrocket.
It's like it hear you.
Yeah.
Hear you. Not yet. Okay.
Say
Don't worry.
less.
Don't come. We'll see you when you come
We
back.
finna take off. So what happened was I saw these, and I actually grabbed these at a time when they weren't ridiculous. I paid $400 for these, dog.
And that was early. What? 18,
Yeah.
17, 18 StockX. What prices like some hit 600? You be like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you see someone for 600 on StockX now, you be like, we could do it.
I could definitely do it. So I paid $400 for them, man. I had to have the shoes. The colorway was just amazing to me. Definitely reminds you of the Chicago flag.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? And so when I copped them, I wanted the friends and family, missed my beat. But I did get these, and then shortly after they skyrocketed to like 2,200 or something crazy.
But you know what happened? What I realized, that was the point at StockX when people realized they can control the market, because those they chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
They chill, and then it looked like somebody bought them all up. Because I just remember a dude with trophy rooms out the back of his car, at the back of his van or some shit like that. And that's when the people was like, oh shit, we can manipulate StockX. Like if I just buy some shit up and then set the price, that's the price.
That's the price.
And like you said, you be like, I'll just come back. And then people be like, well, shit, if he want 5, then I might can get 6. And then, you know, people just kind of drive the price up. And that's why StockX ain't real. And then unless it's not real. Don't support StockX. Unless you just really want some shit, but resale is trash. And I don't support it.
Don't do our friends like that. We got a couple resale friends, so he know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I hope that they can get their lives back together after this this market crash that's going on in the sneaker community. But honestly, I just feel like, man, I believe wholeheartedly that if you want some shoes and you truly just rock with them, it's not the reselling or the business of the shoes. Buy the damn shoes. Allow people to have those damn shoes, man. It ain't no reason. It's so many shoes I missed out on that because people just hoarded them.
They wanted to sit on them.
Somewhere right now, it's a pair of turtle doves that I wanted to buy, a pair of 750s, or some Sean Witherspoons that I wanted to buy, sitting in somebody's closet right now, and it's like, you motherfucker.
It's over with.
And got them at retail in my size, and they just sitting in the closet.
Chilling with dust, hoping to God the price go up to $18,000.
It's never going to go. It's not, even if it get there, ain't nobody going to buy them damn shoes.
All right, man. So what you want to jump into? What you want to talk about this week, man?
I don't know, man. You can kick it off. What's going on?
You know what? Honestly, I've been seeing a lot. So last year was 50 years of hip hop, right? That was last year. We did the 50 years of hip hop. We had a great, a lot of great shows that were produced. A lot of concerts that popped up. A lot of artists got their flowers. But I do feel like there are so many artists that we're seeing that are just not being appreciated, just based off of how their careers kind of tapered off. I'm not gonna say fall off, how they tapered off at the end, and people allow the beefs to control their outlook on particular artists.
Say the name.
Ja Rule. Ja Rule. What's my motherfucking name?
Rule.
Come on, man. Ja Rule is one of the most underrated stars. He was a fucking mega star, dog.
I give him 97, 98 to like
about
2003. 2-3, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
That's what, because 50 Cent started like surfaced like 2002, 03 after Get Rich or Die Trying. It was a rap for the man.
But a 5-year run as a star, as a mega star.
Yeah.
Like he was out here selling out arenas.
Oh yeah,
Arenas.
What was the documentary movie? Backstage.
Bruh.
He was the problem.
Ja Rule is one of the most underrated artists of our time, and it's mainly because of the beef that he had with 50 Cent. Because people allow their fandom to dictate how they view our celebrities. And that's crazy to me, man. Like you could when Jay-Z and Nas had the beef, I was a fan of both.
Yeah.
I'm a Nas head. Come on. I know Nas won the battle, but I'm still a Jay-Z fan.
Absolutely.
I know at the end of the day, I know Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time. There's literally there's nobody that compares. It just doesn't happen. Now you got the new cats who like Drake, whatever. You know what I mean? But
I think Drake is the biggest rap / pop artist of all time. Like I've never seen like his run. 15 years? No, and really no fall off.
No fall off.
It's to the point where I feel like Drake so far ahead, he'll drop some bullshit and be like, just for people to be like, oh, this is bullshit, and then he'll come right behind and people, oh my God, he's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do agree that Jay-Z probably kind of like is the standard of hip hop.
Yes. And so, like I say, when I look back at Ja Rule, it's like Jay-Z was at the top at the time. Then you had DMX, who was also right there.
But I wouldn't even say, I felt like early 2000s rap, hip-hop in general, I don't think it was really no top because everybody was up.
Yeah.
Like that Def Jam tour, when you got DMX, Jay-Z, Redman, Method Man, Ja Rule.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing somebody, but like the fact that you had all these different artists in different camps selling out arenas and people coming and knowing their songs like equally, like you don't get that.
No,
like
you don't.
You really can't right now put 5 rap artists on one bill and be like, yo, this a $400 ticket, and everybody like, oh, we going.
No,
I mean you can't, like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick.
You have to own like Lil Baby or something.
But even Lil Baby is like, what's his catalog look like?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like his fan base gonna pull up and buy tickets.
Right.
So that's what we looking at asses and seats right now. So it's one of them things where you throw Lil Baby on there. He got a song with 2 out of the 3 artists that you name.
This is true.
You know what I mean? So when I look at somebody like Ja Rule, or not even just Ja Rule, back to what you were saying, I remember going to see the Rough Riders Cash Money tour at the Rosemont Horizon.
Oh my gosh.
They came out. They had a helicopter with a crane on it that they slid out, and it was like Cash Money rapping in the helicopter. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, these dudes is fucking amazing. This is the greatest show I've ever seen. And then DMX come out on stage with like 100 fucking people, and his dogs and shit everywhere. He wearing a real chain around his neck, not like no jewelry, just a fucking chain.
A gate chain
that you lock. The chain they use on Lean On Me to lock them doors.
Put the chains on the doors.
He had that shit around his neck with the lock. Dogs angry, front row scared as shit. Like we don't, you know what I
mean? And that's how. But how tall was DMX? 5'6"?
Man, come on, maybe
5. I'm talking about like, but at the time, I didn't know.
Yeah,
he's larger than life. Yeah. I'm like, DMX 6'3".
Yeah,
he got to be 6'3".
Yeah,
like when you see him in a bit, 5'6".
But his presence was so big.
Yeah.
It was just like no artist wanted to go after that. Nobody. If DMX performing, you next. My mama calling.
We're gonna do an intermission, and then we could pick back up.
Cause my grandmother just had a stroke. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna keep that deposit though. So,
but yeah, back to Ja Rule.
Yes.
Ja Rule definitely was a force. Like Murder Inc. had a crazy run.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking about it now, if you think about hip hop was kind of in its infancy at the time.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of maturing. Where it was coming like it became mainstream in the 2000s. Like we saw like all like the bling bling commercial rap kind of started in the mid 90s. By 2000, you got street dudes that are becoming shrewd businessmen in the world of in the music business. And I'm like, damn, that's some crazy shit. Like no formal training, no background in this industry, but coming in and using just like street sense and like to develop artists, to make deals and to make money. A lot of people got rich during that time.
Yeah, and I mean that's why you look at people like Irv Gotti, who had all these people under his label. You know, he had the Lloyds, he had the Ja Rules, he had the Ashantis. Like these artists were popping.
What about Charlie Baltimore?
Charlie Baltimore was hot. Charlie Baltimore had a nice little moment. She was hot.
For about 2 seconds.
Hey, that was
Eve. Don't forget about Eve. Was she on the?
But she was Rough Riders.
Rough Riders. She was
Rough Riders. So everybody had their own little group, if you will. They camp. I mean, when you think about it, like Murder Inc., Rough Riders, G Unit, Rockefeller, we had collaboration albums.
State Property. Man, it was so many. Disturbing the Peace.
Collab albums. Where all the artists got an opportunity to shine. You be like, oh, this person dope. Like that's how you found out Freeway was dope. That's how you found out. You was like, hey, Beanie Sigel got bars.
Hey, I was just talking to somebody about this on Freeway. What We Do Is Wrong.
Yeah,
he was not rhyming in that goddamn song. He was that was the like, and Hov was in the background like, keep going. It's like, hey, stop.
Philadelphia free.
Cause when the lights start glowing and I'm gonna rob me a person. I was like, nah, he not. For the first half of his verse, he wasn't rapping at all.
It was what it was. The beat was hard. He was
no, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. If I get rocked, this shit for my kid. Yeah.
Dipset. I'm just thinking about these collab albums. Like it was full on groups. And so when you look at somebody like Ja Rule, who had his own career solidified, like he was the staple artist on that label. He was the mega star. So everybody pulling up to see Ja Rule, and then Ja Rule hop on your song. Now he make you hot. So now it's like Ashanti popping. Her and Ja Rule had the collabs going back and forth.
Shit, like I mean, they couldn't miss.
They couldn't miss.
They couldn't fucking miss.
What's love? Come on, man. Mesmerize.
Got to do with it.
Come on, they were killing the game, bro.
Until 50 Cent said, you get on tracks and sound like the Cookie Monster. Everybody was like, God damn, he do sound like the Cookie Monster.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like 50 Cent came along and derailed everything. And the problem that I have with that is not with 50 Cent or Ja Rule. That's their beef. They had their own little independent beef going on. But us as fans, we always feel like we gotta pick a side.
Yeah, and 50 Cent he was a force.
He was a force.
He came. It was like Thug 5.0. He came in like super thug. Like goddamn, he bigger, he stronger. He got Dre. He got Eminem. You can't. Who backing Ja Rule?
But that's what I'm saying. Ja Rule did it by himself. Vinny Vidi Vici, it was him. It was him, and he had that same type of flow. He had that same type of hardness to him. The only difference was when 50 came out, he had beef. He already had beef with Black Tie, Ja, the whole Murder Inc. camp, and so he like, I'm at y'all. You know, I smell pussy.
Is that you, Murph?
You know,
is that you, Ja? Is that you, Black?
So he came out. It was so crazy, and I'm like, okay, we watched Jay-Z, we watched Nas have a battle that got nasty,
but I feel like the difference is that they were evenly matched. I feel like Ja Rule response wasn't as, because I mean it was always battles in hip hops. Hip hops. It was always battle in the hip hops.
Hip hops, and you don't stop.
But I just felt like Ja Rule response wasn't. It's like when Drake and Meek Mill went at it. It was like, hey Meek, you 2 days late.
You got to be right back.
You got to, hey, like I got something. I got to like.
It's already in the chamber. You know. And with Ja Rule, I think the biggest thing that hurt him was the fact that he went so commercial, right? He went commercial, and it was like, now you got 50 coming in with all this gangster shit, and Ja, he commercial. You know, he giving us the hits. You know, you can go to the skating rink, you can go to the club, you can be kicking it with your girl, you in the car, you throw it on, whatever. And then 50 on the other side, what up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta?
It was a movie.
It was crazy. Wankster was a diss track.
Yeah.
It was a diss. He threw a doll of this man in the trash with his chain on in the trash. We in there singing the song as kids.
Mm-hmm. It was melodic.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you?
God damn.
Hey. And we watched it. We watched the demise of an artist that really put on for us, man. That really gave us a soundtrack of our younger years, of our teenage years. And I think that we've allowed the beef that 50 Cent had with Ja Rule to dictate how we now view him. And regardless of they beef, Ja got hits. Ja come out, you grooving to them hits.
Oh yeah.
You like, hey man, that's a motherfucking hit right there.
The larger conversation is, I feel like we throw artists away.
Yes.
We reach a certain age, and we just be like, all right, you done.
Yeah.
You can come to the Airy Crown, but don't bring your ass to the United Center.
This is very true.
Unless you got 30 other artists that's in that same boat with you. It ain't honestly, I feel like there's no reason Ludacris shouldn't be able to sell out the United Center by itself. Nelly shouldn't be able to sell out the United Center. All these artists that we just named should be able to be able to tour and have a fan base big enough to be like, all right, we might throw like 2, but come on, because you see R&B artists who only have a couple hits, hop on tours with other established artists, and then they'll travel around. But it's like, man, I want to go see those same rappers. And I think the difference with rap is that rap is it's a youth. It's just a youth culture. Now, I went to LL Cool J concert. He did the 50 years of hip hop at the United Center. Sold out. Rakim, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Common came through. Shit, I can't even remember everybody that was on that. But I'm talking about had that motherfucker rocking. Mm-hmm. Like all the 80s, 90s, all them songs. Fucking Dougie Fresh.
Yeah. Slick
Rick came. It's like, yo, this shit is live.
Yeah.
We should be able to do that with artists in the 2000s and artists in the 90s and still. But I just feel like because hip hop is so youthful, you kind of like you get old, you get too old to be like, I don't want to be around that, the energy. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
I completely agree with what I agree with what you're saying. I just feel like it's when you say us, it's definitely a black thing. It's a black thing because we do that to a lot of artists, like you say, Ja Rule. There was a concert where I think they tried to show something. He was like, "Are y'all ready?"
Milwaukee. He was at the Milwaukee Bucks game. I think he was like the halftime show or something like that.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Make some noise." They was like,
and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like this is like, it's so annoying for me to watch as an artist, as somebody who's building an audience and working on getting my platform bigger. And it's like, are y'all gonna eventually throw me away in the trash like that? Is that what's gonna happen? Am I gonna get to the point where y'all like? I mean, you did get to the United Center once, but you got to do the damn theater now. Like you know bigger than 350 seats, and that's the problem that I have with us as a culture, man. Because these people got hits. If you go to a Ja Rule concert, you damn sure gonna have a good time. You gonna know every word to every song. Point. I went to go see T-Pain. Mm-hmm. T-Pain, and I think it was September of last year. Amazing fucking concert. I'm talking T-Pain got so many hits, bro. The man did an hour and a half and didn't miss. Like, you forget about how many songs T-Pain got. Yeah. And he got hits with everybody from Lil Wayne to Chris Brown to Ye. He all over the board, bro. So it's just like, I went, that ticket went number like $40-$50. Man, a damn good time. He was at a theater. I can't even think of the theater. It was on the north side of Chicago, but it wasn't even a big. Is
it Congress? It wasn't the Congress.
No, it went to Congress. But the theater wasn't at maybe said 1,500 people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He even said, he was like, man, they were slow buying the tickets. I'm like, for T-Pain? Like that's good. Slow down the ticket. T-Pain ticket should drop today, be gone today.
But you know what? After that live, you watched the live concert. That motherfucker got down.
That's what I'm
Like
telling
when
you.
you talk about like, cause you think of T-Pain, cause remember that the death of the auto tune when
Yeah.
Jay-Z came out with all that, and he took a hit after that, cause everybody started doing auto tune, but they shit was trash, and then he come back, and now this motherfucker, you hear his actual singing voice, like, oh, this motherfucker can really sing.
He's talented.
And it's like, oh shit. So I think now if he run that back, he can definitely get to the Chicago Theater.
Okay, because man, it blows me to see what happens with these artists, bro. And again, like I say, I'm a fan of Ja Rule. I'm a fan of 50 Cent. If you ever want to put me on Power, I'm down. I'm just saying, Ja had hits, bro.
Side note, if I want to do the original Power, because on the original Power they was fucking. They was fucking. Every episode, if you was in the main cast, adult, fucking. Now it'd be like, but I'm talking about back and booty. I want them back and booty shots. I just want to be all up in here. Cause when you be fucking on TV shows, they be like, oh, he be getting it in. They don't know it's fucking acting. You got a goddamn sock on.
Hey, wait, how they be?
Just fucking back muscles and the top of your booty. Man, come on. Oiled up, come on.
And they put makeup on your back in case you got back acne. They be like, we're gonna cover all that up.
The back knee. They airbrush your back. So they like, do you want cuts? Yeah, put some cuts in now.
Oh man. Come on,
Original Power. That was like, man, I can't wait till auditions to open up.
You was showing up naked with a condom on.
Mm-hmm. I'm prepared. I don't need no lines.
They're like, we gotta tape it. We gotta tape it to you though. No, you don't. I'm a method actor. I gotta.
You can feel real, don't it? Cause it is. I'm in. What'd you say? I'm in.
Oh my God. You going down. First scene. It's like, hey, what happened to Calvin? Hey, it's about a week ago and it's just T Murph. Calvin got canceled.
You can't cancel me. I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit.
Oh, okay. Another artist that I wanted to talk about, and I feel like again, we don't give this man enough credit for everything that he's done, and he deserves his flowers. This person has put on every comedian that you know. This motherfucker was the star of several movies. He curated your college life. He made you want to go to college. You might have been thinking about U of I, which you graduated from. Mm-hmm. But once you saw his movie, you was like, I want to go to HBCU. Nick fucking Cannon. Nick Cannon.
He you know what? He don't get the credit.
He don't.
Nick Cannon been winning for like 20 years easily.
Longer than that, bruh.
And I'm just throwing two. I'm just saying, let's say all of the 2000s, he's been winning.
Winning consistently.
God, yeah, this is true.
Consistently. And my issue with us as a community is that we like to throw the word corny on motherfuckers. Oh man, dude, corny. Oh man, why? Because he ain't shot nobody in the face.
He shot nobody. He ain't saying it. This motherfucker had a successful acting and rap career. Gigolo was popping,
and he married fucking Mariah Carey.
That is a good point.
He married and had twins with Mariah.
He married
Carey
and fornicated with Mariah Carey.
Come on, man.
That as you saying it, because when you started, I went all the way back to Nickelodeon to the early movies and the TV. How did Nick Cannon get Mariah Carey?
Because Nick Cannon is not as corny as niggas try to make him out to be.
How old? What's the age difference?
Man, it don't even matter. That's Mariah Carey.
God damn, Mariah Carey is beautiful.
Beautiful. I'm going.
He went,
and that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, when you look at Nick Cannon wilding out. You watched it every day. You watched it. You wanted to be on Wild. Even before you knew you wanted to be a comedian, you was like, I want to do this.
I can do that. Wild Out, and then you I did a Wild Out show at U of I.
Yeah.
The SG Rose put on a Wild Out. We had the blue and yellow team, and that shit was trash.
Horrible.
Trash.
Did you shine?
Freestyles was trash.
You didn't shine at all?
No.
You was like, I can't do this.
It's a tape somewhere out there. It is a tape.
We need to see the footages of this motherfucker bombing.
It was fun. It wasn't just me. I'm just saying, like, people don't realize improv in the moment, if you're not trained in that shit, it's hard.
Yeah.
I went to Second City. I'm like, oh, this is how you do improv. You just up there talking shit, and people just in the audience like,
yeah.
I still got that T-shirt somewhere.
Bro, when you look at all the comedians he put on, D. Ray Davis, Kevin Hart, fucking Michael Blackson, Carlos Miller,
Cat Williams,
Cat Williams, DC Youngfly, Chico Bean, Pete Davidson.
he was on there.
Yes, Pete Davidson was on Wild 'N Out, bro.
God damn.
Pete Davidson was on Wild 'N Out before SNL. So it's just like, bro, and the list goes on and on.
Shit,
and
Mikey,
on.
what was his name?
Mikey Winfield.
Not Mikey Winfield. Mike, he on SNL now. You know who I'm talking about? The white guy.
He be in movies and shit.
He was on SNL. Like I remember him from SNL early on.
Yeah.
And then to see him on SNL, like damn, he transitioned.
Yeah.
And got he got a job.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's so many people that have come through those Wild 'N Out doors and careers have taken off. He did for a lot of comedians what Ice Cube did for Chris Tucker, Mike Epps, because Mike Epps was on there. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, as you go through, you be like, damn, I saw all the comedians on there. Mm-hmm. All of them. So
did you say Corey Holcomb?
Corey Holcomb was on there.
Yeah. He was on there for a minute.
Good run on there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like all the artists came through and performed. All the rappers wanted to do Wild 'N Out because that's where the eyeballs is at. Mm-hmm. You want to be wherever the eyeballs is at. So when I think about Nick Cannon, I think about how many careers he's curated over the years, how many people who he's put food on their table and made sure that their families ate. And bro, I mean, he was in a movie with Christina Milian, and then they started dating afterwards.
He's not corny as we think.
He's not.
Damn it. It was a period of time when Nick Cannon was hosting everything. Everything. He had comedy specials. Mm-hmm. He was hosting everything. He was like the Black Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
Like award shows, everything. That's, yeah.
I'm a gigolo, spending lots of dough.
Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Shout out to Nick Cannon, bro. We giving you your flowers, bro.
Yeah,
because
man.
Outside of everything, when the hard dudes try to hate, bro, hey, you done put a lot of people on, and you be quiet about it.
And so everybody ain't gotta be hard.
He be quiet.
Ain't no one way to be.
It ain't.
Be yourself.
We not a monolith.
Be your goddamn self.
Yeah, man.
Cause he got fucking 17 kids.
Yeah.
He got goddamn. And he can afford them.
He can afford them.
Cause he been working for the last 30 years.
Come on. Consecutively. Mm-hmm. getting to the bag. God, so, man. You know, between Nick Cannon, Ja Rule, and all the other artists who feel like they ain't got no love.
Nick Cannon remember he got canceled?
Yeah. And got uncanceled.
Man, that's how good he is. He was wearing a turban. Mm-hmm. Was it a turban or
yeah.
What? He was wearing the little hat.
Yeah.
And he had his podcast and he said some
wild
things.
shit.
He said some things.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think he said nothing. I think it was just very confusing.
Yeah.
But he said some buzzwords and they was like, "You're out of here."
And then 2 weeks later, they took Wild 'N Out.
Took Wild 'N Out.
They took Wild 'N Out. They
took him off shows.
Took him off the shows. He was still hosting a couple shows
because he had a Masked Singer and I don't know if it was America's Got Talent so it was one of them shows.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had a couple shows and they was like you gonna take him off? They was like, we too far into the season. It'll look crazy if we just go get Ryan Seacrest. Black Lives Matter still moving. We can't just put a white guy in the driver's seat. We gonna get canceled.
Fucking Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon got so many kids.
Hey, man.
Damn, he got so many kids.
That's why he hosts all them live shows, because they in the audience. They be like, hey, man, ticket sales a little light. Don't worry about it. Hey, can y'all bring the babies over here real quick?
Did he say he spent you see that? He said he spent like $100,000, some crazy amount of the money at Disney World?
I could believe
with his kids. I'm like.
Probably doing that.
Nick Cannon is not corny. Remember Dave Chappelle? Nick Cannon is hilarious, man. Fuck Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon took your school clothes money. You gonna tell your mom I'm cousin in the house?
Oh my God. Nicholas Cannon is one of the how do I want to put it, man? He's a goat. He's a goat. I'll say it like that. Like because people throw the phrase around, goat. What does it even mean anymore? But if we talking about goats for real, like to actually put the amount of people on that he's put on, man, that's goat type behavior right there, dog.
And the thing is, I feel like people get caught up on the actual like, how I feel about him. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're like people. I don't think Kevin Hart not funny to me or Nick Cannon not funny to me. It's like that's fine, but you still have to look at it. It's just like to me, I think Danny Green is trash. Danny Green is an NBA player. He's won multiple championships. I think he's trash, but I respect that he's a professional basketball player and has had a career, a decent run in the NBA. But regardless of how you feel about somebody, you got to respect that they doing something at a high level.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't even have the opportunity to get to that height and suck is an honor.
Man, listen, you saying what you saying. Shout out the Nassus. Antetokounmpo.
That's different though.
I like the Nassus, man.
No, the Nassus is different because the Nassus is Giannis' brother.
Yeah.
And if Giannis was like, hey, I'm going to another team, and the Nassus showed up to work, they'd be like, his key card, the code, none of that shit will work. They'd be like, hey, my key, I can't get into they like, what are you doing here?
Hey, why you doing his voice like?
I cannot get to. I am trying to. My key card does not work. I am trying to. I put the numbers and then I want to pull the. Why can't I get into the locker room? I'm just trying to get my belongings. My brother asked me to make sure that I am. You're not good around here.
But if that was the case, he got to be somewhat, because Giannis got two other brothers,
and they was in the NBA too.
But they wasn't on the Bucks though.
I mean, you get one. They like, come on.
Yeah.
We still got to pay people. We not finna have your whole goddamn family on the team. Because he had two of them on his team. One of them won the chip with the Lakers.
One went to the Bulls.
Two of them got chip. Yeah, one was at the Bulls. Yeah, just because you his brother. I think that's amazing though. The fact that
you made it to the NBA.
You made it to the NBA.
You made it to the NBA, and I honestly feel like teams looking at his brothers like we might find a diamond in the rough.
You're not.
We might.
You can't.
They all got the same build. if I could just get you in the weight room.
No, because he had an older brother, I think. I can't remember what the order is. I don't know if it's 3 or 4. All the motherfuckers like 7 feet tall.
That's what I'm saying.
That's some wild shit.
So if you an NBA front office exec, you like just give me one of them.
We had one of them in Chicago, and he was ass.
So he was like, get him out, give me another one. Swap him out.
The Nassus suck. He fucking suck. I respect that you're in the NBA, but you fucking suck.
Hey, he's 7 feet. When he see you in person, you gonna be like, hey, he gonna be like, I just need to talk to you for a minute.
I'm gonna punch the shit out. I'm gonna punch shit out of his knee.
But when you try to run, that motherfucking hand come up. That hand, if I could just have it work. He gonna have open toe sandals on when he do it too. It's gonna be a cab outside. He just got out. He was driving it.
I drive Uber in the off season.
Oh
yeah,
my
man.
God, man. You got anything you want to talk about?
Oh man. Not to rehash because we missed last week, but fucking so Dave Chappelle, D-Ray. I believe it was Monday Rays at the Improv in LA, and Dave Chappelle's on stage. And they kind of started talking about Cat Williams, and Dave Chappelle was like, hey man, I don't think there was any value in what Cat said. This does not help the culture of comedy and just tearing other comedians down. This is not. And D-Ray was like, no, I fuck with what he was talking about. Like, I feel like it was needed. And he was speaking from it's competitive and he keep people on their shit. And I was just like, the fact that, because you watched the Willie D interview.
Yeah.
The Willie D interview. And I kind of felt like the initial watch of the Shannon interview was like, oh man, he can't. Then you kind of thought about it. Some time went by. Yeah. He's like, man, this don't sound right. Then he went on Willie D, and it all seemed like it unraveled to me. Where it was just like, oh, this motherfucker kind of talking out his ass. Yeah. But for people to still kind of lean into the, oh no, man, he was talking this shit and he was telling. I'm like. And I was on Dave's side where he was just like, man, there's no benefit to this, man. Yeah. We in a hard enough industry, and to have successful people tearing down other successful people, that closes the door for anybody that's trying to come up behind us.
And I completely agree with you on that. Just based off the fact that when I look at what Cat was saying, and I look at the amount of people that he threw under the bus, if you will, whether it was true or was not. Nobody that's outside of the industry is going to be able to decipher what's real and what's not. And so when Chappelle goes up there and he says what he says, it's just like, I don't think the shit was necessary because why are we being divisive amongst each other? Why are we trying to create anarchy within our own stand-up community? I don't like the way it made black comedians look as a whole. Yeah. Because people looking at all of us like we fucking crazy.
Because I can't tell you how many people was hitting me up. What you think? What you think? What you think? Like, I think this is some bullshit.
a glass full of a bowl full of bullshit, if you will. And so when I look at that shit and I see how Chappelle attacks it, and I see, you know, D-Ray's perspective, I can't speak for either one of them, but I do know what Cat did. He accomplished his goal. Mm-hmm. He got all eyes on him, and so now he's got a new Netflix special that's getting ready to get filmed and it's gonna drop. And what people gonna do when that special drop? They gonna tune in.
They gonna watch.
They want to see. They want to see what the fuck going on. And so you have to deliver. You have to deliver after doing that. And I'm not saying Cat can't, because this Cat Williams, this motherfucker delivers.
Yeah,
he can go up there without nothing, and he gonna pull something out of his motherfucking hat. So the I think the thing now is he looking at Netflix like, okay, you see what the fuck I can do. So nigga, that next deal, this one I already paid for, but I'm gonna need that bag, and they gonna have to come off it.
Yeah,
because they see he can get eyes. He can get eyes. Motherfuckers weren't paying attention. Okay, well, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Now everybody look, oh shit, oh, damn. What Cat talking about? So, you know, Chappelle has always been in a place where, I ain't gonna say always been in a place, but Chappelle he's positioned himself, you know, in my opinion, as the greatest comedian of all time, right?
I agree.
And he's positioned himself where whenever he drops anything, we all gonna tune in because we want to see what the fuck Dave got to say. And it's like, when you think about the other greats, whether it be the Chris Rocks or the Bill Burrs, when they talk about who's the greatest, who do they say?
Dave fucking Chappelle.
So it's like, I can't argue with them. Like, these are other people that I look at, they on my comedy Mount Rushmore. I'm like, these motherfuckers are amazing. Mm-hmm. And then when Dave dropped, they like, watch him. So, you know, when he talks, I listen. But that don't mean I take everything that he say, you know, like, because Dave said it.
No, it's a very articulated opinion where you get his viewpoint and his comedy and information and what he's saying.
Right.
And he'll tell you in his comedy, like, I'm not saying I'm right. These are my thoughts and how I feel about things. Mm-hmm. And I'm just trying to open this viewpoint up to you in a comedic way. Mm-hmm. And I fuck with that. And in terms of the Cat Williams interview, I felt like that was a missed opportunity for Cat Williams to go up there and tell his story and have us appreciate him for what he's been through and what he's done in this 2007 when the Pimp Chronicles came out or whatever that special was with the green jacket. It's like, no, man, because I think that when you humanize an artist and you know their story and what they went through and they triumphs and they failures, it make you appreciate them more. When you watch Genius on Netflix, all that shit that was going on with Kanye, if he would have dropped that shit fucking a year earlier, our whole mindset of like Kanye would have been completely different. Because when I watched it, I'm like, damn, this is just a young kid from Chicago, like really believing in himself and really trying to make it. I'm like, God, like I felt for him. And then you fast forward all the shit that he went through to get on, fucking getting on, battling, losing his mother, the fucking, you know, depression, all the shit that he went through, and then fast forward to now he running for president, he on TV crying, talking about his father tried to, and it's like, God damn. He's a human.
He's a human.
And I feel like that's what we should have got from, I would have appreciated that more as an artist, to look at another artist and be like, damn, man, well, tell us about your life. Tell us about the struggles and the things that you went through and the wins. So we can stand up and clap for you. Like, but I don't want to fucking sit there and be like, oh yeah, he talking shit about this person, that person. So,
but if he would have did that, you know what would have happened? It would have never went viral.
This is true.
There would have been no views because negativity it spreads much faster than positivity.
Absolutely.
And we know that. So if Cat would have went on there and he would have just been like, let me tell y'all about me, motherfucker, like, another one talking about himself. And then he started talking about his struggles, and nobody would have listened because in man, you rich. You're rich. And you know how we operate.
You ain't got no fucking problems.
If you got money, all that shit is gone.
Like, come on, man.
Hey, I had a stroke. You could have paid to get some new blood vessels. Like, what the fuck is wrong? How you stroking out? And you worth millions. This motherfucker's stupid. He don't know he can just spread his blood. He can spread his veins out, clear all that plaque out. He'll be good. Like,
pipe clean them veins and get back to it. Nah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so he did what was necessary just based off of, you know, okay, man, I know I got a project dropping, and I know for a fact I got to get people to watch, and I got to get it hyped. So that's what I'm gonna do. And them tickets selling like a motherfucker. People pulling up. They want to see what's going on.
His tickets are on Groupon.
but they still selling.
No, I ain't saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying I've been ever since that interview on my feed when I'm scrolling,
they everywhere.
Fucking Cat Williams Groupon ticket. I'm like,
free promotion.
God damn,
free fucking promotion, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like I saw somebody say that it, like in a negative way, like his tickets on Groupon. I was like, I don't think you know how Groupon works. Like you can actually get your stuff. So it was another site that I used to use when I first started like promoting myself in Chicago, and I forgot the name of it, but it was like a discount ticket site, and I would put 50 tickets on there.
Yeah,
venue that I would host that would hold 150 people, but I would put 50 tickets on there, and I would push those tickets like crazy. And so now Groupon is pushing it out to everybody on Groupon in the area who's looking for stand-up comedy shows. So people are buying those tickets up, and then they would show sold out. So you could post a screenshot and like sold out. People are like, oh damn, man, I just added 100 more tickets, man. Y'all better go get them. And what do people do? It's follow the leader. They gonna run over there and grab them tickets up because they like, shit, if I don't get these, I'm asked out.
Yeah.
So I think it's very smart what he's doing. It's $30 tickets, $35, $40 tickets. People like, man, this ticket's only $30. Hey, you gonna get them tickets. You gonna be sitting up so high. you ain't gonna be able to see the perm. Like you gonna look. Is that cat? It could be Keisha Cole on stage. You don't fucking know.
You say, no, that's Frankie. That's Frankie up there.
You don't know who it is. That K Michelle? Like you don't know who the fuck that is down there. That's how far up them seats gonna be. But yo man, I came up. Whatever.
But here's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, did it sell out? Because they didn't tell you when you see people on tour, they don't tell you how much them tickets cost. We sold out.
We sold out,
and that's all that matter.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I appreciate what Dave said, and I appreciate D. Ray for having the conversation. And Dion was there as well. We didn't get an opportunity, I think, to see Dion's thoughts.
Nah, because it was a pirated video. You know, wasn't nobody supposed to be recording.
Yeah, you know, and just to touch on that, if you go to a live comedy show, stop fucking filming comedians. Like
I don't ever speak on it. Like when I see it, but to like you talking, you having a good ass time, and then you just see somebody like this with their goddamn phone. It's just like
flash on.
Hey man, come on,
flash on.
Put your fucking phone up. Who is this for?
Bro, it's so annoying. And you going live, like, hey, we live, we at the comedy show. Nobody is fucking checking out your live, dog. Nobody. You got 2 followers. Come on, your daddy and your mama. Ain't nobody. They sleep. It's too late. They sleep.
It's 10:30 on a Friday. Ain't nobody watching that shit.
But you gonna put my whole fucking setup that I'm working out. I'm working out an hour, and you I'm gonna go live. Hey, like I'm adamant about if you film me, I'm gonna get you thrown the fuck out the show. I'm not gonna ask you to put your phone down. I'm not gonna sit here and make it with. Hey, security, thank you. And everybody can think I'm an asshole if they want to, but you don't understand how long it took to come up with this hour.
Right.
You don't understand all the man hours I had to put in, all the writing, all the rewrites. All the shit that I had to do just for somebody to steal my shit and film it, and then another comedian to be doing my shit on stage too. Like it's two things.
And I don't think a lot of people notice this shit. Know that a lot of our jokes get turned into memes.
Yeah.
Like there's no meme person, but you'll do a joke. Somebody will be like, "Oh, that's funny," and then your joke will be online somewhere, and then somebody will be like, "Oh, let me illustrate this joke in a with a picture or with a video." Or somebody just get up there, some regular ass person get up there and then just talk your joke out and you'd be like,
yeah,
it's my fucking joke.
Doc, I had a joke about Mystical and how I never knew that Mystical was a rapist. Mystical has been to prison twice for rape. Twice, right? And it was one of those things where I was just like, not Mystical because you're a kid. You don't fucking know. You know what I mean? You just like, man, not dude. And then I started breaking down the lyrics of his song. And when I was listening to the song, first fucking line out of his mouth, I came in with my dick in my hand. And it was like, wait, what? Hey, where the fuck are your car keys? Right? It was like, what, your wallet? You ain't got nothing? How you open it? You open the door, you say, dick out. Just, this is a felony. You know what I mean? So
I came in with my dick in my hand.
Doc, so I go through that. I go through that part. Joke kills every time. We play the music, kind of just break down the lyrics, and then go back to the song. Danger! Get on the flow! And it's just like, so the more you look, you're like, hey, this motherfucker wildin'. I look up, motherfucker has a meme of my joke. After I did the show, though. It's a meme. And there's a comedian who shared the meme. And this comedian is known for stealing motherfucking jokes.
Okay. Known
for stealing jokes. Shares the meme, laughs about it. Oh, this is hilarious. And I'm just like, hey, you know that's my joke. I know you know that's my joke because you told me you love that joke.
I was about to steal that joke.
Fast forward, I see another comedian do the joke. I'm like, hey, man, what the fuck? I called the comedian. I'm like, hey, bro, that's my joke. Oh, man, I ain't never seen you do that before. I did it at your show, motherfucker. You came up afterwards and like, hey, that's hilarious. Fast forward again.
Statute of limitations.
Fast forward again. I'm on YouTube. I see Cat Williams do the joke. Now, I ain't saying Cat Williams ever saw me do that joke. But at that point, the joke had been memeified and spread around so many damn times that a joke that I originally came up with in 2015 was just hoard out. And so many different comedians, they like, all right, if I don't steal it by saying it on stage, if I just share a meme, that's not me stealing the joke. I'm not saying your joke. I'm just sharing the illustration of our joke. And it was just like, damn, bro, like, hey, I thought that was funny. I was in the car, I was driving one day, I was like, oh, this is hilarious. And I did the joke and I filmed it. And I have a tape of me doing the joke in 2016, long before the meme came along, long before Cat Williams ever said my fucking joke, long before, other cats was sharing it. And I'm just like, when I posted the 2016 clip, somebody was like, you stole that from Cat Williams. I said, hey, bro, check the dates. check the dates.
That's the unfortunate thing about comedy is that when you talk about with IP, intellectual property, I have a thought. I can't copyright this thought in real time because you could do a joke for 2 years and then that third year that shit just evolved into something else. Like, man, something click and I found this other part that just takes this joke to the next level. So even if I copyright the premise of a joke, what it is and what it becomes is two different things. And I can't police the motherfucking internet. I can't police people. I can't police anything. All I know is that I said this, and then fucking 2 years later, somebody putting it on the Netflix special, and I'm just like, fuck.
I definitely watched one of my jokes on the Netflix special. It was so blatant that when I saw it, you ever be appalled when you see the shit? I didn't catch it. My wife was next to me. She tapped me like, hey, ain't that your joke? And I'm like, hey, stop fucking touching me. Cause I'm hurt right now. Like I don't know how to react to this.
Turn this shit off.
And it's like it's a comedian who I respect. I think it's fucking hilarious. Again, not a comedian who saw me and took my joke. A comedian that pays writers. And his writer saw me and walked up to me afterwards at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, Chocolate Sundays. Hey, bro, where you from? I'm from Chicago. Man, you funny as hell. Man, thank you, bro. Man, that joke, man, you killed with that. Man, appreciate that. 2 years later, I see my motherfucking joke.
Statute of limitations.
And I'm like, the joke was so out of place on the special, it didn't even go with what the other comedian was talking about.
That's how you know sometimes when a joke is not theirs. I ain't saying all the time, but a lot of times when you watch something, you be like,
this don't even make sense.
It's just different. It's a different vibe, but from what that person usually does. But hey, we talking inside baseball right now.
Yeah, you right. Shit. My bad.
No, that's all. I mean, I
got in my feelings.
We went down there. hole.
I'm finna turn into Cat Williams. So these motherfuckers out here stealing jokes.
A fat Faison lie. Oh man.
Right, so where you want to go with it? I think we got time for another topic, man. What you want to delve into?
Man, it's been fucking cold in Chicago.
Yeah.
This last week, it's been fucking cold.
We missed last week.
Yeah, we
did.
Doing
a podcast because of the weather.
It was fucking -7 degrees outside.
Yeah, and you still was trying to come do the podcast.
I said, what we doing?
And I was like, staying in the motherfucking house, man. Right now, outside, it is an ice rink outside. Literally. Like it's freezing rain, also known as sleet. And I see people online like, man, it's raining outside, y'all. Hey, that's ice falling from the fucking sky. What do you mean? That's not rain. I tried to stop my car at 2 stop signs. I slid through both of them bitches. It's so cold in Chicago. I told you, I'm like, you don't even got to drive home. Just start driving real fast, cut your car off. You can slide all the way to the motherfucking crib.
Save about $7 in gas.
Come on, man. You can ride that shit like a bobsled. Be the Jamaicans on Cool Runnings.
Yeah, that ice ain't no motherfucking joke. But yeah, it's been fucked up. And I mean, obviously you have a house here. I just bought my crib last year. And sometimes I think about like, man, where else would I want to live? I feel like comedy is great in Chicago in terms of like, you know, we can get on stage when we want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people in Chicago truly support comedy. I ain't saying they don't in other places, but people will come to a show in Chicago and be like, I don't give a fuck who there. I'm just
wanna
going
see
to watch
comedy.
comedy. And then when people do come, names come, they go watch comedy. And I don't feel like you always get that in other cities. LA,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't had that experience when I lived there. Like when people go to comedy shows, they like, I want to see, unless they know it's like a independently produced, you know, comic show.
Yeah.
And they show up and they market the show well, or they made a name for themselves. But when people go to the Laugh Factory, the Improv, they like, we want to see names,
Yeah.
or we not coming.
I mean, that's real. That's real. Chicago is a great comedy city. I don't look at Los Angeles as a comedy city at all, just based off the fact the lack of stage time. If you not a name, you not getting your ass on that stage.
I was in LA for damn near 2 years, and I was just about to like break into the Laugh Factory, like getting like weekend, like regular weekend, and the pandemic hit.
2 years though is crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chicago is not a cakewalk. Now I'll say it is. It's easier to get into some of these clubs. It's easier to get into all these clubs.
Yeah.
At this point, but when we were coming up, shit, you had to be there. You had to be outside waiting, sign up lists. You want to go to the Laugh Factory. You got a showcase in front of Jamie Masada. He got to watch you, and then you gonna have somebody that don't even do comedy walk up to you and give you tips on what you need to do as a comedian. I like what you're doing, but the race thing. You went up. You use race. I said I'm black and it's cold in here. Exactly. It's not. You'll turn off some of the audience because black people don't like cold weather. I'm being honest. Nigga. If you can cut the heat up in this bitch a little bit, you know you might have some darker skin tone people in the goddamn audience. And so, but that's what we had to go through. You had to go through the gauntlet. In Los Angeles, it ain't even no gauntlet. It's just, hey, we don't fucking know you. But I was on. I don't give a fuck.
If you can be from LA and make it in comedy, you're a bad motherfucker.
Shout out to Tony Baker. Tony is from Chicago, but he started comedy in Los Angeles, California.
I thought he went. Didn't he? He went to school in like New Mexico State or something like
He
that.
did, but I believe he started stand up once he got to LA.
I thought he started like in college or something like that. But nonetheless, that motherfucker is
funny.
Shout out Tony Baker.
Funny.
I met Tony Baker for the first time at Montreal.
Yeah.
I was doing our New Faces 2017, and he was just walking through.
Yeah.
Like the what after party spot be at.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, you don't know me. And at the time, his motherfucking animal videos was like, I said, hey man, you don't know me. I just want to say thank you, man. I enjoy what you're doing. Please just keep doing what you're doing. I did my best.
Tell my family. Tony, if you're not familiar with Tony Baker, please follow him. This is my friend, and always been a positive individual. Never throwing no negativity, no shade, just fucking funny. Like funny on social media and funny on stage. Shout out to Tony, Kev on stage, all those guys. Like those dudes will share all the gems that they have in order to help other comedians be successful. And I don't think we have enough of that. And that's something like I will say as far as Los Angeles goes, that's something that you get. Shit, I don't see that here in Chicago. I don't. Comedians in Chicago be like, I don't.
But you know what? And we keep talking inside comedy baseball. But yeah, I think Chicago is a city where you can find your voice because there's nobody watching you.
Yep.
And you can fail and you can figure it out and find your voice. But you have to go other places to really hone it. Once you figure it out.
Yeah.
But because there's no industry here, I think people are a little more like guarded of information because, man, you know, you book a TV show, you get a commercial and stuff, people just kind of get like, oh man, how did you? And it's like, it's not a whole lot of work here, despite having like a, you know, center space, the studio and stuff, but it's not a lot of work here. So people kind of like, man, and when you see people that's in Chicago, like constantly like working on stuff, like literally that's 1 out of 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's trying.
That's really going for that one role. And in LA, it's even more people. But I think it's just more opportunities there. But yeah.
All right. Well, you know, I think we can wrap it up on this one.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
Look, that's been about a week ago podcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I'm T Murph.
I'm Calvin Evans.
And we'll catch y'all next week.
All right, my man. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.